All right, Grant. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your school year. You ready for summer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, me too. I know you are. All right. Now over to John.
With only a few days left before the tax deadline, Americans are looking for some last-minute tips to make tax time just a bit easier and file before April 15th. To ensure that you're ready to tackle your 2012 taxes and meet that filing deadline, Lisa Lewis, CPA with the American Tax and Financial Center at TurboTax, joins us with some last-minute tax tips not to forget this tax season. Lisa, let's get right into this here. What are some of the last-minute tax tips Americans have yet to file their taxes?
Well, with the tax deadline just days away, it's April 15th, don't procrastinate. You can go online and save time and money by filing online. You can go to TurboTax and you can save about $100 compared to your leading tax store. In addition to that, if you e-file and direct deposit, there's no quicker way to get your tax refund, and there's no appointment necessary.
And everybody wants that cash as soon as they can, burning a hole in a lot of people's
Yes.
pockets. Lisa, is there any tax deductions that people should remember to claim on their tax return?
Yes, I know in everybody's rush to get their taxes done, you often forget things like maybe you donated to a charity in 2012, or your job search expenses, so things like your resume, outplacement agent fees, and also deductions related to your dependents. So child care and even summer camp are deductible, and they can give you thousands of dollars in deductions on your tax return.
Yeah, if you haven't filed yet, you've only got a couple of days, as we said, and that means a lot of people are rushed. So what are some of the common mistakes that people are most likely to make when filing last minute?
Top of the list, believe it or not, people make mistakes just inputting their name or their social security number or their dependent social security number. Also, when people are in a rush and they sit down to prepare their taxes, they often forget important tax forms like their W-2.
Yeah, that's obviously a big one. So any other tips out there for those of us who are panicking because we may not have filed yet and still have questions?
Yeah, you know, in the last minute rush up until the deadline, if you have tax questions, you can go online and use TurboTax, and you can actually talk to tax professionals who are CPAs, enrolled agents, or tax attorneys and get your tax questions answered for free while you're preparing your tax return.
And Lisa, what if you got that box full of receipts and you're not going to make the April 15th deadline? It's just too disorganized. What should those people do, and how long do they have to file an extension?
If you're just not going to make it, you can file an extension for free, and you have it until the tax deadline. You just have to remember that it's an extension to file your taxes and not to pay a tax liability. So you would have to estimate your tax liability and pay at least 90% of it at the tax deadline.
Well, some great tips there. Lisa, where can our viewers go for more information?
You can go to TurboTax.com.
All right, sounds great. Thank you so much for the time and for the information.
Thank you.
We're back with more Low Country Live coming up right after the break. Stay with us.
This segment was sponsored by TurboTax.